Have you ever thought to think that anime tourists didn't ruin anime? You did. So I was scrolling on Twitter and I kept seeing people talk about anime tourists. Now, maybe this is the tourist in me talking right now, because as much as I've watched anime over the years, I wasn't really tapped into the online anime community really until I started this channel. I was kind of confused by the term, but when I saw the term, I kind of put two and two together. Right, when I hear tourist, I think of someone visiting a vacation spot, enjoying a different space, relaxing, and then going home to their normal space. Y'all have given this word a whole different meaning. Well, I guess it's not really that different, but one that's supposed to kind of be a derogatory term toward new anime watchers, or probably just anyone that you think is different than you. By now, I'm used to the anime community being mad toxic and gatekeeping for all the wrong reasons. But this one kind of threw me for a loop, right? Anime fans have spent years talking about how they were bullied or made fun of or called weird for their hobby of liking anime. And now some of y'all have grown up and turned around to kind of do the same exact thing that you experienced to new fans, projecting your past trauma onto people you don't even know. And to be honest, there may be some insincere folks that are coming into the space, but your hurt and past experiences don't justify making others feel unwelcome in space. I mean, let's be honest, like if you're not Japanese and you're not an anime or manga creator, it's not really your space to gatekeep anyway. You know, I don't understand. A lot of people wanted anime to be accepted, and now that it is, we're kind of treating new fans like outsiders, and that's kind of crazy. From what I've seen on Reddit and Twitter, people use tourists or anime tourists in different ways. Some people use it to describe fake fans, people who hop on anime trends and don't actually care about the culture of anime. And then some people, use it as a way to call out critics. Some people use it to call out critics or new fans who enter the anime space, and they immediately start critiquing anime and anime tropes in the community. And then you have some fans who only watch mainstream anime. Demon Slayer, Solo Leveling, My Hero Academia, Dragon Ball Daima, instead of niche or underground series. And here's my opinion, and you may not like it. No one cares. Actually, that was kind of mean. I actually do care about what you think. But I think this whole thing is kind of childish. Especially if if you are over 25, if you're, pushing 30, if you're 35, 40, 45, you need to get it together. The tourist label is dumb. Anime is media. It's meant to be consumed however people want. Calling someone a tourist or a fake fan is kind of just ridiculous, because who gets to decide who makes someone a real fan? Some people watch anime casually, some people are hardcore, some only like mainstream hits, while others like to go into these really insane, obscure, niche anime. But none of that determines whether someone is a real fan or not. Like, are you a tourist if you don't let anime consume your entire life? Are you a tourist if you have responsibilities and can only watch so much anime? Are you a tourist if you go to an anime convention and don't know every niche reference? Are you a tourist if you step into the anime community and you question certain things that are normalized? No. I honestly think we take media like anime, video games, and comics all too serious, as if it's life or death, when everyone approaches the medium differently than you do. And I get it. Some of you have your livelihood from fandom content, which I'm not mad at. Get to your bag. I'm trying to do the same thing. But y'all make this stuff less fun when you try to put barriers and hurdles in front of people to enjoy this stuff. Like, it's so frustrating when I see weebs, otakus, nerds of all kinds come at other people for trying to enjoy something that they're also enjoying. That's weird behavior. And to be honest, you really can't gatekeep anything. It's always cringe when anime fans sometimes try to engage in a type of gatekeeping, as if they can really gatekeep people enjoying the same content that they like, or even publicly talking about the content they like or dislike. The internet is too big. People think too differently for you to feel like you have the special power of gatekeeping, when in reality, Japan has all the power to shut all this down. You have no real power here.
You have no power here.
Like, I think sometimes y'all like to think that the anime community and whatever is above criticism. As human beings made in the image of God, we have the ability to think critically, to use logic and discern right from wrong, to use reason. That doesn't stop when it comes to anime. Not everything in anime or anime culture is good. And I say this as a Christian anime fan. There are some things in anime that I have to stop and ask myself, is this good for me to watch? Is this actually valuable? What am I doing with this content? Yes, anime became huge during COVID because people saw the value in it. And that's great. We should be rejoicing. It has stories that people can connect with. It was an escape for people in a hard time, but just because people are new to anime doesn't mean they can't have opinions on it. That's what it means to be a critical thinker. Now, there's a fair conversation to be had if you enter a space and have no intent to learn or grow or learn the things around you. That's a little bit different. You can't just barge into a culture, act however you want, and expect to be embraced. That's not how it works. I remember a few months ago, there was a guy at an anime convention that was kind of making fun of a guy for wearing a Sailor Mars, cosplay. And you can't just treat people any sort of way because they think differently than you, don't watch the same anime as you. That's not okay, especially when you're going into a new space. You can't just go into a new culture. Say, for example, we're in a different culture than yours, and you're like, I'm just gonna knock all this down. I hate everything. I need to change everything. What is this? Like, that's not okay. Like, I think about Christian missionaries, right? When they go to another country, they just don't start tearing down the culture and doing whatever they feel like. They learn the culture, they adapt to the culture, build relationships, and over time, they become a part of the community and then God uses that to reach people for the gospel, letting people know that the God of the universe has made them for more, not what they're giving themselves to, which is usually idols. It's the reason why I made anime relatable. Not because I want to tear everything down, but because I do enjoy anime. I like anime. But as a Christian anime fan, I see some things that come into conflict with my faith, and I'm not going to be like, man, you suck and you're a tourist for whatever. I'm going to try to redirect them to the hope of the gospel and allowing the Spirit to hopefully change their heart and the way that they view the media that they consume or don't consume. If you're new to anime, learn the space, right? Like, take the time to understand the community, but don't let gatekeeping fans make you feel like you don't belong just because you don't meet their standards. At the end of the day, you're just as welcome in the anime community as anyone else. These people, they can't hold you from watching stuff or commenting on stuff because, it don't matter how much skin you got in the game. Like, everyone is enjoying the content all the same. You don't need to pass some kind of real fan test to enjoy anime. You're not a tourist. You're just someone trying to enjoy anime. Like, I understand too that you're upset. You're upset that anime is such a niche thing, is now the most popular thing ever, and that they're just so mainstream now. Who cares? I think what you should do, and that would make you less bitter, especially on the Twitter sphere and going to all the different things, is just enjoy the community around you. Enjoy the anime that you do like. Because if you're bitter, you're not making this space fun for anyone else. And that sucks.